using R. Alright, so this is where you find the R command in AutoCAD. Okay, so you can click here, you see that under the array command we have three types of arrays, which is the rectangular array, there's also the path array, and the last one is also the polar array. Okay, so I'm going to start with the rectangular array. So let's see how you can do your rectangular array, or how you can use rectangular array in AutoCAD. So click rectangular array. Okay, or before you click the rectangular array, just click any shape that you want to create. For example, I'll click the circle, and I'll create just my simple circle there. So this is the circle that I've drawn. I will click on the rectangular array. I will select my object, which is the circle, and press enter on the keyboard. You can see what I have on my keyboard. So this is what we call a rectangular array. You can see that the circles have been drawn in form of a rectangle. Okay, so if we look at this array here, it 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 brings up your drawing in form of rows and columns. So if you look at what we have here, we have three number of rows, 1, 2, 3, and we also have four number of columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can also see this or check this out excuse me, okay, from up here. So you have the number of columns 4, number of rows 3. So you can change from here. Let's say where I have 4, I can delete the 4 excuse me, and put 6. Okay, so you can insert 6 and press enter on your keyboard. So the number of columns you have, they will increase. I can also delete my 3 there and insert 4. Press enter on my keyboard. The number of rows will increase. Alright, so this is just how we use the rectangular array. Okay, so we can move on. I'm going to, I have to exit here. So I'm going to delete everything that I have from here. We can move on to the next type of array, which is the path array. Okay, so before you pick on the path array, you must be having a path somewhere. So I'll just create my path here using the line tool. Remember guys, you cannot draw a line like this in AutoCAD if your auto mode is active. Look at my auto mode right now, it is deactivated. Alright, I'll just end it there. Now I will click the circle. Instead to a circle here. The circle is too big. Okay, just move it a bit closer. A bit closer, just there. Alright, so I have this line that I created, and I also created my circle. Now I want to see how the path array is used. So go to your array command, click path array, select the object you want. This is my object that I want. Now I can press enter on my keyboard. Okay, so you can see that it is asking you to select the path. So this is my path. Okay, alright, so if you check out this, you realize that it is only bringing the circle drawing just on this line. Why? It's because when drawing the line, I used the line tool, which which makes all these lines that I've drawn here separate from each other. These lines, they are not connected. So if I wanted this or this circle to be copied up to here, I needed to use the polyline. Alright, so I can quickly do that. Let me just do this. I'll delete this. Let me just delete everything here. I'll click on the polyline or do this. Okay. Alright, so this is my polyline. You can see now that when I hover my cursor there, it is highlighting the entire line. Now I will click on the circle. Okay, this is my circle. Let me move it closer. Okay. Now I can go back and use the path command. I select the object, press enter, and need to select the path of my object. I'll click here. Alright, so you can see this clear, guys. Have you seen what has happened? Alright, so this is called the path array. Alright, just move on. I'm going to delete everything here. I'll delete. I'm going to use another type of array, which is the polar array. Okay, so before I do that, let me insert the circle. You can insert any shape, guys. It's not just about the circle. I just love using the circle. It can be even a rectangle. Okay, so I will insert my circle here, and then I will now go to polar array. After clicking polar array, you can now click on the object that you want. This is my object, the circle, and you press enter from your keyboard. So it is saying specify the point of array. Okay, so I'll pick this line straight from here. Alright, so I will say this is my point. Alright, so you can see what has happened here, guys. How many circles do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these are 6 circles, and we just have one line, a single line in which we have these circles drawn. So this is what you are seeing here. Items 6, they mean these circles. Rows 1, just this single line. So if we increase the rows to 2, look at this. This is what will happen. So we now have 2 rows, which is the first one is this one, then the other one is 2. Okay, so this is 6 items in the 2 rows. Alright, so these are, so this is what we can do using the array tool. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you guys using the array tool. Okay, isn't it beautiful? Okay, look at this. Can you see this? Let's say you want to connect all these circles here using the circle tool. Click the circle. Okay. Let's move on. Look at this. Okay, you can go on and offset this circle. You can offset this circle like that. Isn't this beauty, guys? Okay, I guess it is. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm going to delete all my drawings from there. Alright, so what is the next thing we are going to do? Alright, so I just want to show you how you can draw a gear in AutoCAD. You can easily draw a gear. Okay, I know some of you might have an idea what I'm talking about, what a gear is all about. So there is a mistake that a lot of people usually make when they are trying to draw a gear in AutoCAD. And let me show you that mistake that I'm talking about. So to draw a gear, first and foremost, you have to create a circle. Set a circle. I'm going to create my circle here. This is my circle. So here is the mistake that a lot of people make. They'll use a rectangle tool. Okay, let me deactivate my objects now, just for a moment. Okay, so they draw the rectangle tool like that. Alright, so I'm trying to draw a gear, and I've just created a circle and one tip on the gear. So I will go back to my array to multiply these rectangles around this circle. How do I do that? Go to your array command and click color array and click the object you want like this, then press enter on your keyboard. So it will ask you to specify the center point of your array. So what should be your center point? So activate the auto mode and then come back to your circle here and just touch the line of the circle. It will give you the center of the circle. So just click there. You'll see I have these rectangles multiplied around my circle. I have these rectangles around my circle now. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 6 that you are seeing here, and one more. So this is just a single line where my rectangles have been inserted. So I think there is just too much spaces here. What do you think? So from 6, let me try to insert 8 and press enter. Okay, so I'm sure you can see that the spaces have been decreased. Alright, so the mistake that I was talking about is this. You can now see it. If you look at this, excuse me guys, this is something that has been designed. I don't know if you can call this as a gear or what, I don't know. As for me, this is something that just looks like a gear. Why? Because a gear is not supposed to show these things inside the circle. The only things we need are these which are outside. But someone will attempt to go to trim, to click trim. You cannot trim this, guys. You cannot trim this. Yet you can trim this, but you can't trim this because this is a rectangle and these lines, they are attached to each other. You cannot remove one. Okay, so it is going to be very difficult for you to create this as a gear. So don't make that mistake. I hope I've made myself clear. Alright, now let's see the correct way of doing a gear in AutoCAD. Of course, you need to insert a circle like that. So guys, listen, just use a polyline. Click polyline. Right, I'll deactivate my command. So I'll click there, deactivate object snap, sorry, and activate automatic. So I'm going to do this. I'm trying to create teeth for my gear. Alright, so I have created one teeth for my gear. Now I need this to be copied around this circle. Alright, so what am I going to do? I'm going to click the polar arrow, and then select the object that I want to be copied. That will be array, which is this object. I will click like that and then press enter on my keyboard. I need to pick the center of this circle. How would I do that? I'm going to activate my object snap again. Do that. Then I will click the center of the circle. So you can see now that it has brought all the things that I want around the circle. But the distance between these two objects was too much. How do I reduce that? Okay, I have 6 items here. I just have to increase the number of items. So let's try from 6 to 8. Press enter. 0. So let me try to add 10. Okay, I think this looks better, guys. What do you think? Okay, for the sake of learning, this looks much better. Okay, so this is my gear. The gear has been created, so you can see this. To do this, it is highlighting all these objects that have been inserted around the circle, but the circle is not being highlighted. Oh, okay. Now let's just complete our gear. This is not a complete gear. We're going to trim out the things that we don't need. Okay. For those who don't know what a gear is, this is what we mean. Alright, I'm sure by now you remember that you've seen something like this. So this, guys, is called a gear, and it's mostly used in engineering. So it is a shape that is common in engineering problems. Alright, so let's go further and beautify our gear here. So look at this. If I say move, if I click move to, then I click this, I try to move. Look at this. Look at what has happened. Okay, these objects, they've been moved, but the circle here, which was completing the gear, has been left out. Why? Because these objects, they are not together. That's why they cannot be moved as you move these objects. So what do you need to do? You need to put them together by using the block tool. Alright, so let's see how we can do that. So to add these things together, what you can do is to go to block. So this is the block panel. These are panels, guys. So you go to block panel and look for create block. So I will click create block like that, and you need to name them. So I will name my block as gear like that, and I will click this feature here which is saying select object. I will click like that, and I need to select my entire object. Alright, then press enter. Okay, so this thing will appear again. What do you need to do? So from here just say okay. So you can see now that you have attached all these objects together. If you want to move this object, you just click there. It will now make everything move. The entire shape will move, guys, like that. You have no problem. Alright, so that was about the block. Let's move further. Let's try to beautify this gear here. Just click on your gear, the gear that you have created. You click and it will be highlighted, then right click. Okay, so when you right click, just go to block editor. Block editor, click on the block editor, then you will have this that will appear. In case you want to add anything to this here, or you want to edit, that is what you can do. So I will click home and I will click circle. Alright, so I'll pick the center of my circle here. I'll do this. Okay, I'll do the same again. Just do that. Alright, are you seeing this, guys? Okay, hope you are seeing. Let's move on. What else can we do from here? Let's use the hatch tool now. This is where I wanted to show you how you can use the hatch tool. The hatch tool now will be used, let's say you want to shade this space or this space. Now this time I just want to shade this space that is in between the circle and the features of the gear here. So I'll click the hatch there. You can pick on anything that you want. Let's say I click there. Okay, so if you click this out, you have a lot of features here, guys, that you can use. Alright, so what should I pick? This is solid black. I guess I don't need that one. Let's need something a little bit fancy. Okay, I'll use the angle. Click angle. Okay, then I'll click here where I want to insert my hat, or where I want to hat my object. Alright, so since this has been done, I can just go to close block. Where's my close block? Okay, block. AutoCAD. Okay, close block. Yes. Save the changes to gear. Okay, I'm going to save my changes to gear. Alright, so you can see how beautiful we have made our gear here. So now if you move your cursor on this gear, everything will be highlighted here. This is because we had used the block tool to connect the objects here. Okay, remember, if you don't connect these objects, every time you try to make changes, you try to move the tool, copy the tool, it will just be picking parts of that object. Alright, so this is what we can use, or these are the tools we can use to create the gear tool. Alright, one more thing. There's just one more shape that I want to show you guys how you can come up with that shape using the tools we have here in the Alt. Alright, I'm going to click Arc. So my arc here, I'll pick on this one. Okay, so I will say this, that. Okay. Okay. No, repeat it. Press the subject. I'll get this one at 2 points. Arc. This one. Alright. Let me do the stretch. This is too big. It's just too big. Let me try to do this. Alright. Okay. Okay, I will go to arrow and I'll click on the rectangular arrow. Click. Then I'll click my object. Press enter. Alright, so I will change here to one row. I just want one row like that. Okay, so I will click this. I will click like that. Okay, just to attach these things together. Okay, you can do that. I'll pick the line. Do that. Okay, so I can copy this line. Want it to come touch there. Okay. Alright. So now I want this whole shape here to appear on the opposite side again. So I'm going to highlight this and then say mirror. I want to mirror this object. I click mirror. This is too much. Let me select my shape again, then click mirror. Okay. Alright, so I hope some of you have an idea where you can use this shape. got this. If you are using AutoCAD to do your electrical drawing, you will need it. Okay. Alright, thank you so much for being with me. We are looking at how you can use the arrow command to come up with certain basic drawings in AutoCAD. You can also use the hatch tool and also the block tool. Thank you.